Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, I said in another report how this time of the year, I think back on fishing and why I come to you each week and talk to you about fishing in our North Country. And what I wanted to say to you is that I think fishing, not only is it formed who I am, but it changes our life. And let me tell you what I mean by how it's formed who I am. And this, folks, is why I talk so much about getting kids into fishing. It's not that they're all going to love it like I do, but there's a reason that I feel this very strongly. When I was a kid, when I was a little kid, we grew up in the country, and we had a river that ran right almost under our house. I mean, we were on the banks of the Genesee River. And my mom and dad gave me the opportunity to discover and enjoy the very thing that was happening to me, which was being able to go out fishing. But the reason I think it had such a big impact on who I am today is that, and I want you to think about this, if you're a kid and you're out there fishing, it's totally different than being in school and learning things in books or listening to a teacher teach you about something. Not that that isn't all fabulous and wonderful, and I'm not downing that at all. Or looking at 30 other kids or 20 other kids in a class and wondering how you're comparing and being subject to all the different pressures that come with the social hierarchy that we come into when we're children. But when I was out fishing, I had the opportunity to learn about things, to learn about me, to learn about, I can't even express how I believe that affected me. Number one, when I'm standing there in the water, I'm seeing things. I'm seeing frogs. I'm seeing other things in the water. I'm watching as it gets dark how bats swoop down at my head. And as those things are happening, I'm learning. I'm developing. And I'm developing based on using my very core, who I am, as a basis for the education that I have. And as the years went on, I became very confident in the things that I was doing because the world around me was my encyclopedia, was my classroom. And it gave me a sense of freedom and a sense of identity and confidence that has helped me go through life. And I would like to be able to give that same thing to other kids. I can't expect everybody to love the feeling of a fish tapping on the end of a rod. But what I can expect is if you take them out of so many of those constraining elements that can lead to bullying, can lead to a lack of self-confidence, all these other things, and let them be out there in the joyous outdoors where they can see other things going through the same process of developing as themselves. I think it's a grand way for us to develop the best of who we can be. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.